Don't you think working from home is fantastic? You get to wake up, dressed in your pajamas, go downstairs to make coffee, and then get into your computer to start working, which takes about a minute. Thankfully, there are a ton of jobs available today that allow you to work from home and pay you well, and many of them don't even call for a college degree. Welcome to Finan Simple, where money's made easy. And in today's video, we uncover 15 of those jobs, which are the highest paid jobs you can do from home without a college degree. Some of these jobs even have the potential to pay you more than the US President. Let's get started. Number 15 on the list, writing caption for caption call. Even though it isn't the best paying job on the list, it deserves a spot on it, since according to research, it is one of the least difficult and demanding occupations you can complete from the comfort of your home. Caption call is a business that facilitates telephone communication for those who have hearing loss. As a result, you would be transcribing phone calls as a caption call captioning agent so that the individual who has hearing loss may read what their caller is saying. According to professionals who work on this field, you can make use of dictation software to automatically transcribe the conversations for you. As a result, the only thing you need to do as an agent is to correct little errors in the dictation. Almost no communication is necessary for the job. All that is needed are some simple typing abilities. Simply visit captioncall.com, select Careers, Captioning Agent, and then submit an application to get started. You may anticipate making between $12 and $25 per hour as a caption writer for caption call, or roughly $18 per hour on average. Although it's the easiest job on the list, it pays the least, but it's still money. Next up, number 14, you may work as much or as little as you like with ShiftSmart, and it makes it simple to make money. Even though it isn't a standard 9-to-5 job, and some of the work you perform with the organization might not be from home, it's a great location to search for anyone who is in need of employment. ShiftSmart is simply a marketplace that links you to businesses so that you can perform various tasks across various industries. To get started, all you need to do is download the app, submit your job application, go through the onboarding process, pick your shifts, create your ideal schedule, and start making money. If you're looking for a job, it might not end up being a long-term profession for you, but it's an excellent place to start. You can make money quickly and pick up new abilities that you can use to other jobs while doing so. Now, the amount of money you can make using ShiftSmart truly depends on the kinds of jobs you're working. According to our research, depending on what you do, you can earn anywhere from $15,000 per year to $141,000 per year. However, because there are so many various industries you can work in, there actually isn't an average salary for this position. Once more, not bad, but clearly not the best item on the list. Moving on. Number 13, any introvert who wants to work from home while also earning money may consider a career in data entry. Your task is to enter data into a computer using the keyboard from numerous sources. The only condition for the job is that you have decent typing skills. Additionally, the majority of data entry jobs are remote, allowing you to work wherever you like. If you struggle with typing, you can quickly learn how to improve using free websites like typing.com. This website offers courses, tests, and games that will help you improve your typing. The majority of data entry jobs pay between $17,000 and $61,000 annually, with a typical compensation of roughly $30,000. Not bad at all for spending the day at home typing away to music. Number 12. Customer service is possibly one of the most popular work-from-home positions that may still offer decent pay. Customer service is a necessity for every single business in the world, and there are countless establishments providing it in almost every sector of business and at some of the best organizations on the planet. Numerous other sectors, including the medical, hotel, logistics, technology, and finance, also offer customer service professions. On Indeed, a fast search for remote customer service job returns a list of positions from businesses like Amazon and Capital One, as well as more than 1,100 additional customer service positions. Depending on the field you work in and how much experience you have, customer service representatives often make between $27,000 and $120,000 annually. However, the median wage for this position is roughly $35,000. Compared to some of the subsequent positions, although still not much higher than the last job on the list, it's definitely not that bad to consider doing. Moving on to 11, accounting clerks are employed by a company's finance division and are in charge of supporting general accounting duties. You can learn everything you need to know about accounting clerk jobs online for free, and most of them will be working from home jobs that only demand a high school certificate or GED and some prior experience. For instance, Accounting Stuff's 5-hour-long accounting YouTube video will teach you all you need to know about accounting from beginning to end. However, on average, this position will pay you between $32,000 and $162,000 a year, with a typical accounting clerk working from home and earning about $38,000. If you enjoy dealing with numbers, this position might be a great fit for you. Number 10, medical coding is a related but slightly different activity from data entry. In essence, a medical or clinical coder is basically a translator. It is your responsibility to evaluate patient files and convert all the information into universal codes that insurance company can use. To make sure the insurance companies are being billed correctly, it is the medical coder's duty to make sure the appropriate code is utilized each day and every time. You can work from home, in your jammies, and while listening to music because the job normally doesn't require a college degree, isn't highly stressful, and involves little communication on your part. The average medical coder in the US earns about $40,000 per year, with the pay range for this position often falling between $24,000 and $74,000. Go to job sites like Monster, ZipRecruiter, and Indeed, perform a remote medical coder job search there, and then begin applying. It is that simple. Now, on to number 9, bookkeeping. It is simply the recording, storing, retrieval, and analysis of financial documents within a business. Your main responsibility as a bookkeeper will be to give a company accurate, current financial information. It covers duties including keeping track of business receipts, paying vendors, keeping an eye on accounts receivable, and delivering financial reports. While all of this might seem a little intimidating, it can be learned, and the majority of employers only require a high school certificate to perform the work. Although bookkeeping is not typically a work-from-home position, many businesses are increasingly hiring remote bookkeepers who can work from home and yet receive a competitive compensation thanks to the growth of accounting software like QuickBooks and the given situation with the current pandemic. The typical pay range for bookkeepers will be between $25,000 and $73,000 per year, with the median wage for most bookkeepers being about $45,000. Honestly, it isn't that bad. Do you take pleasure in assisting job seekers, those who are looking for work? If so, number 8, a job as a recruiting coordinator, which pays well, would be a suitable fit. As a recruiting coordinator, your main responsibility is to oversee the hiring process for a business or staffing firm. Depending on your employer, they might ask you to advertise jobs, run background checks, and gather leads for particular positions. Now that you'll be doing a lot of talking to other people on the job, it will be necessary for you to have solid people skills. The good news is that most employers do not demand a college degree from recruiting coordinators, a high school diploma or GED is sufficient, and the salary is generally quite competitive. The annual salary range for this position is between $30,000 and $85,000 with an average of $54,000. Pretty interesting, right? If you appreciate working quickly, accurately, and efficiently while adhering to deadlines, number 7, becoming a transcriptionist may be a really wonderful career choice. A transcriptionist job is relatively straightforward. You type out in text format videos, voice recordings, and live audio files that you have transcribed. You must be a skilled typist who can create extremely accurate transcriptions for this work. While working as a transcriptionist for a real corporation would usually earn you much more money, websites like TranscribeMe can pay you between $15 and $22 per hour. Coming in at number 6, choose to become an executive assistant. Wait a minute, what do? They work for a corporation and are in charge of organizing the schedules and communications for the executives. Calendars, emails, phone conversations, travels, and even the personal lives of CEOs are all managed by the executive assistants. Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook proficiency are often required for the position, along with excellent interpersonal, communication, and organizational abilities. However, a short search on Indeed for remote executive assistant employment turns up lucrative positions from Amazon, as well as other different companies and organizations. The average compensation for executive assistants in the US is approximately $63,000 per year, with earnings ranging from $25,000 to $255,000 annually. If you're extremely skilled at arranging other people's life, it's definitely a worthwhile profession. There are countless ways to make money via social media, which has become the new norm. Picking up the 5th spot as a social media manager is one of those methods. As a social media manager, your main responsibility is to create methods to raise a brand's online visibility. A bachelor's degree in social media does not simply exist. Companies are, however, willing to pay someone a very significant sum of money to manage their social media presence for them because social media can offer enormous prospects. The entry barrier to this position is quite low, and the annual salary ranges from $4,000 on the low end to up to $175,000 on the high end. However, this profession's median annual wage is currently around $63,000. Just for accessing social media, you are already paid $63,000 each year. Who wouldn't want that, right? Have you ever heard of customer success? You've probably heard of customer support. Well, number 4, a customer success manager essentially serves as a mentor to a company's clients. Your primary responsibility as a CSM is to develop relationships with clients by making sure that everything goes as planned following a purchase. Customers can get in touch with you immediately if they have any inquiries, and you'll work with them to help address any urgent problems. Since they understand how essential it is to the long-term success of their businesses, more and more organizations are starting to hire complete customer success teams. The normal income range for customer success managers is $44,000 to $150,000 annually, with a median pay of around $69,000. That's honestly not a bad deal to work with. Moving on to number 3, a web developer is someone who develops websites, as if it wasn't obvious enough from the name, right? However, the various approaches to website development may differ. You can learn how to code an entire website from scratch using languages like PHP, Python, JavaScript, or Ruby for free on websites like Google and YouTube, or you can go ahead and use a content management system like WordPress to build websites using a page builder plugin like Elementor, which requires no coding knowledge and anyone can easily learn it. No desire to practice website development? No problem. To potentially make even more money, at number 2, you can rather work as a project manager. It genuinely is a profession that anyone can do, especially if you enjoy organizing and managing other people. Your main responsibility as a project manager will be to oversee projects. In order to accomplish all of the project's objectives within a specified constraint, you achieve it through organizing, planning, and carrying out projects as well as supervising the work of a team. With a median pay of roughly $77,000 and typical annual earnings between $52,000 and $242,000, project management positions are also often work-from-home opportunities these days. Compared to studying numerous coding languages to simply managing projects for roughly the same earnings, there honestly is a clear winner on which is better, which is why this is number 2 on the list. Finally, number 1 on the list, freelance writers. There is a lot of money to be made as a freelance writer, and no, you don't need a fancy bachelor's degree in English or creative writing to achieve it. Freelance writers have a range of employment options. They can choose to work full-time as writers for publishers or businesses, or they can choose to work independently and potentially earn more money by developing their own clientele on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. One example of this is a freelance ghostwriter on Fiverr who earns roughly $387,000 a year, almost as much as the US president, and without even having to live in the White House. Even though many people might find this to be a little out of their league, anyone can do it. Those were the 15 work-from-home jobs that you can do to earn money while in the comfort of your own home. Do you have other hustles that were not included on the list? Don't laze around and apply for those jobs now to start making money. Just pick from any of those that were discussed or even conduct further research to make your own discoveries. Always stay focused on learning and developing discipline. Get educated, make a plan, and stay the course. If you found this informative, smash the like button, please share it with a friend, comment down below, and let us know what would you like to have made Finan Simple next. And definitely subscribe so you don't miss new content. Keep your head up, ears open, and always search for knowledge. See you soon!